Good evening, everyone. Happy Sunday night. Happy October 12th. How's everybody doing on this Sunday night? How's everybody feeling? How's everybody living? What is going on, folks? How's your weekend? How's your Sunday been? Everybody ready for a new week? How are you all doing? Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Do me a favor, go vote in the poll, please. Let me know who you think is going to take game one. It should be a fun series. Mariners, Blue Jays should be make for an interesting series. I mean, it seems like the Blue Jays are the heavy favorites, which rightfully so. I mean, they got the team to absolutely go to the World Series, so it'll be a good matchup. The Mariners coming away with a win and against the Tigers. That game took 15 innings. Can you believe that? That what a long game that was. But the Mariners won it in a thriller. Let's see how this series plays out. And, of course, on the other side, you have the NLCS between the Brewers and Dodgers. That game is going to start tomorrow. So, once again, that should make for an interesting series as well. But, after the Yankees got eliminated, I was just like, all right, let me take a few days off to just kind of relax and rewind, rest and reset. You know what I mean? I kind of needed it. So, but I wanted to call some of the games in this ALCS and LCS. I don't know how many of these games I'm going to call, but I figured – oh, sorry, I just dropped my phone. I figured why not? You know what I mean? I mean, baseball season's still happening, and I'm a fan of the sport, and I'm excited. I'm actually excited for these series. These are the matchups I actually obviously I didn't want the Blue Jays to win, but on the other side from Tigers Mariners, I definitely wanted the Mariners to win. And I wanted to see a Brewers-Dodgers NLCS. So I got my wish. So, but let me know how you all are feeling about this game. Let me know who you all think is going to take game one. Your predictions for, Kevin Gausman, Bryce Miller. Bryce Miller's on short rest. So the first time he's pitching his career on short rest. Let's see how he does. We got to wonder how the Mariners are feeling. I mean, after a long game against the Tigers at 15 innings. They had to pack up, leave, and travel to Toronto. So you got to wonder how they feel, if they're if their energy levels are where they need to be. It's not definitely not easy, but I'm hoping for a competitive ALCS and LCS. All right. But let me know how you all are feeling. Let me know what you're all eating. What's the dinner plans? What are snack plans? But let me say what's up to the chat. I know there's a few people in the chat right now. Let me get that music going too. I just noticed there was like a little bit of silence. And what do we got right here? Boom. That's where we're at. So let me say what's up to the chat real quick. We got Petruzzi in the building. Elsa's dad is in the building. Cecilia's in the building. What's up? Katie, what's up, Katie? How's it going? Brooklyn's in the house. What's up, Susan? What's up, Dee's channel? How we feeling? Who else we got? We got Sherry in the building. Nice to see you. Richard is in the building. What is up? Oh, I appreciate the kind words there, D. Dee's channel. Dave is in the building. What is up? Ronald is in the building. Who else? Daniel Berry. What is up? Jockey Boy. What is up? What's up? No, I appreciate everybody popping in, man. Thank you all very much. But yeah, once again, make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Just figured, I had a few people ask me if I was going to call any games during the postseason. I mean, even though the Yankees are eliminated, I thought about it. I was like, yeah, I would like to. Just need to, find a time and day that's going to work right. And tonight was perfect, So tonight was perfect to call game one of the ALCS with the Mariners and Blue Jays. So I'm excited for this series. I think, in my opinion, I think the Blue Jays have the bats. I think they got the offensive power, and they got the pitching. The Mariners, they got good bats in their lineup. I just don't think they come anywhere close to the Blue Jays personally. The Mariners, though, they do have good pitching. Now the Mariners, but the Blue Jays are known to definitely make opposing pitchers work. We've seen that from this Blue Jays team, and they do a really good job of it. So we'll see who comes out victorious. And Dee's Challenge says, "Let's go Mariners." I know I got Sherry and Jockey Boy. They're definitely cheering for the Blue Jays. So I gotta wonder who. Let me see the poll here real quick. I don't know how many people voted, but it looks like 11 votes. And it looks like 64% of you are saying that the Mariners are going to take game one. Cool. I mean, shout out to my man, Max. What up, dude? What's going on, bro? Shout out to my guy, Max. Pixelmon, what's up? He says, too bad Yankees aren't here. Yeah, man. I mean, it sucks, dude. But what are you going to do, bro? It's. Oh, yeah, you wish the Yankees were here in the ALCS to be playing against the Mariners, but it's Blue Jays, man. Yankees just didn't have it. It's simple as that. The Blue Jays were just a better team overall, and they showed it. Cecilia says, let's go NFE likes 50 likes if we can. Let's try to get to 50 likes as quickly as we possibly can. That would be awesome. That would be amazing. And Max, who am I taking in the series? Realistically, man, you know what? It'd be the brain in me. I mean, if I'm just thinking about it, I could see the Blue Jays taking it. I guess the bitter side of me would like to see the Mariners win. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be I don't want to say shocked if the Mariners won, but I'd be surprised. You know what I mean? But realistically speaking, dude, I can really see the Blue Jays taking it, man. I mean, they got their lineup is killer, as you know, Max. I mean, their lineup is killer. Their pitching is pretty decent. Yeah, I think the Jays got it, bro. I do. You know what I mean? Then it's just a matter of, are they capable of beating the Dodgers or the Brewers in the World Series? That's because those are going to be a tough matchup, either way. So, yeah, I don't know, man. It's tough to say, but honestly, man, I think the Jays are going to take it though. Yeah, that's the problem. And the Mariners' offense they're not that threatening. They're nothing compared to the Blue Jays' offense. I mean, that's a fact. So, Mariners batting order here, folks: Arozarena, Raleigh, Julio Rodriguez, Jorge Polanco, Josh Naylor, Eugenio Suarez, Dominic Canzone, Victor Robles, J.P. Crawford. And Gossman is on the mound for the Blue Jays, warming up. I'll pull up the game cast here momentarily. Max says they have great pitching, but the lineup isn't scary in my opinion. Yeah, I would agree with that, man. I would agree with that. You're not wrong there. So let me pull up the game cast here. That way we can get that on. I could get that on the screen. Hold up. Sorry about that, folks. Painting all day, and I'm blasting some legs at the gym. Nice, Pixelmon. Yeah, exactly. Dee's channel, and they say pitching wins games, man, and it truly does. But can this pitching shut down the Blue Jays lineup? That's going to be the big question. So, we'll see how this whole series plays out. But looks like we're about ready to go. And Gossman is ready to go, and Arozarena is ready to go. Let's play some ball. Gossman sets here on the first pitch to Arozarena. And here it is. First pitch is ball one, outside, 1-0 to Randy Arozarena, who's not having the greatest of postseasons looking at his numbers. As Gossman sets here on the 1-0 to Arozarena, the pitch is inside, 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes now to Randy Arozarena. Here's the 2-0. Pitches in the dirt, 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes now to Arozarena. What's up, Joseph? I'm doing pretty good, man. I can't complain. I'm doing good. After that, Yankees after the Yankees got eliminated, I had to take a few days off. The 3-0. There's a strike, 3-1. And I had a few folks ask me if I was if I was going to go live for any of the games, and wasn't sure. So I was like, you know what? Why not? Having a couple of folks ask me. So 3-run here to Arozarena. The pitch from Gossman is a foul ball. Full count now to Arozarena. Yeah, postseason baseball is always going to be different, man. I mean, it always is. And another foul ball as Arozarena is battling here. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes against Arozarena. So 3-2 count. Gossman sets. The 3-2 pitch. And that's a ball hit up the middle, fielded by the second baseman. Looks like Clement. Throws over to first. Arozarena grounds out. Yep, Clement. Yeah, Clement's at second. Jimenez at short. Barger at third. Guerrero at first. Kirk at the dish. Santander, Varsho, and Lucas are in the outfield as Raleigh hits that to right field, and that's going to drop for a 1-out single. So Cal Raleigh, the big Mariners bat, who is in the race for MVP against Aaron Judge. Oh, nice, Deech channel. I appreciate it, Joseph. Let's get those likes up. Yeah. And now we got Julio Rodriguez at the plate. He takes strike 1. It's 0-1 to Rodriguez. And Rodriguez fouls that pitch back, 0-2. So quick 0-2 count now to Rodriguez. So Raleigh at first, 0-2 count to Rodriguez, 1 out. Let's see if the Mariners are able to get on the board here in the top of the first. Here's the 0-2. That pitch is fouled back, 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Rodriguez. Let's see if he's able to get on base. And the 0-2. And that ball's hit into center field. And Raleigh is going to third on the hit. And we got runners on the corners. That's going to be a base hit for Rodriguez. So runners on the corners with 1 out. So Gossman in a little bit of a jam here. And the Seattle bats making a little bit of noise. And that's going to bring Jorge Polanco to the plate. And here is Jorge Polanco at the plate. Gossman sets the first pitch. Is a grounder. They're going to throw at home, and Raleigh is out at home. So Seattle does not score, and now we got runners on first and second. Polanco will be at first on a fielder's choice. So Polanco on the first pitch hits a grounder to Addison Barger, who fields the ball, throws to home, gets Raleigh out. Yeah, interesting, Richard. I was noticing that as well. I'm glad you brought that up. What's up, Frederick? And Josh Naylor now is coming to the plate. So 2 outs here, runners on first and second. And Naylor takes ball 1. Oh, they're checking it. Oh, did he score? Oh, you know. Look, doesn't look like. Looks like they're not going to. That was close, Jockey boy. That was really close. And they showed the replay. So I don't know. Y'all might have lucked out on that one. But it's 2-0 now to Josh Naylor. And the 2-0 pitch is hit into center field. And the catch is made by Varsho, and that is going to end the top of the first. So a couple of hits by the Mariners, but could not get on the board here. Now we're going to the bottom of the first. Yeah, it's all good. Frederick, what's up, Nathaniel? But shout out to everybody in the chat. Yo, my man Ace is in the building. What up, dude? What's going on, bro? You still recovering, Ace? You still feeling down, or are you kind of over it now? But shout out to my man Ace. Make sure you guys go check out the Ace Avenue. Well, Ace, what he needed to say. Fair enough, man. I understand. So no more being a Yankees fan. You're just gonna retire from content creating and not call Yankees games no more. Just gonna you probably won't root for another team then, I would imagine. Yeah, bottom of the first coming up. Let's see how Bryce Miller does against this Blue Jays lineup. This Blue Jays lineup is gonna. The bitter side of me wants the Mariners to win their D's channel, but honestly, if I'm being realistic, I see the Blue Jays winning the series. Ooh, D's channel. Those are fighting words right there. I don't think Ace is gonna appreciate that comment. Well, we are in a commercial break. The game will resume here momentarily. Appreciate you all being here. Make sure you all hit the like, hit that subscribe, share this channel out. Appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel. These channel says I'm playing. I don't know. Oh, let me take this off the screen here. So, game is back on the screen. So we got Springer, Lucas, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Addison Barger, Alejandro Kirk, Dalton Varsho, Ernie Clement, Anthony Santander, Andres Jimenez, and as your lineup for the Blue Jays. I appreciate it, D's channel. Thank you. Jockey Boy says, hope the bats go wild. Yeah, I mean, for your sake, right? For your sake, of course. Of course. I just looked up Kevin Gossman. The dude's from Centennial, Colorado. I didn't even know he's from Colorado. That's crazy. But anyway, here's Bryce Miller facing George Springer. First pitch is hit into right field. And that ball is gone. And just like that, the Blue Jays are up 1-0 on the first pitch, solo home run. George Springer, just like that, the Blue Jays are on the board. And this was what I was talking about with the Blue Jays bats, man. They see an opportunity, bam, they strike. And just like that, the Blue Jays are on the board. Just like that, and the Blue Jays have a 1-0 lead here against the Mariners. Well, that's one way to start off a game. So first leadoff home run in franchise postseason history. All right. So 0-1 here to Lucas. Upstairs 1-1. So Nathan Lucas at the plate now, facing Bryce Miller. It's 1-1. And the 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. The 1-2. Foul ball, still 1-2 to Lucas. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here with nobody out. In the bottom of the first, the Blue Jays on the board, 1-0 on a solo home run from by George Springer. As Lucas sets here on the 1-2 to pitch. In the dirt, 2 balls, 2 strikes now. 2-2 count. So the 2-2 pitch to Lucas is a foul ball. Still staying alive. Still 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 is popped up. Foul ball. Out of play. Still 2-2. Yeah, Bryce Miller's on pitching on short rest. They didn't mention that in the broadcast before the game started. The 2-2. Another foul ball. This is what this Blue Jays lineup does, man. They just keep making the opposing pitcher work, and they do a really, really good job of it. Another 2-2 pitch coming up here from Miller. And here it is. In the dirt, full count. Miller sets here on the 3-2 to pitch. Ooh, foul ball. Lucas, I don't know if he tripped over himself or what, but ooh, he does not. He kind of got up limping. Let's see if Lucas is all right. Showing the replay on the George Springer home run. Yeah, it looks like their trainer's out there checking on Lucas right now, so we have a little bit of a delay in the game. Looks like it was his knee. Let's see the replay here. He fouls up, pitch off. Oh, the ball bounced off his leg there. On his right knee. Yeah, that would definitely probably hurt him. So a little bit of a delay in the game at the moment. So Just making sure that he's all right. It looks like he's going to stay in the game. Yeah, dead on top of the knee. That's it feels like a Charlie horse. So we should be back to action here. Let's see if Miller is able to record the first out here, first strikeout. Let's see if Lucas can keep it going as Miller sets here on another 3-2 pitch. And here it is. Foul back. Lucas still battling. So this is going to be the 11th pitch in this at-bat. As Miller sets another 3-2. Ball 4. And here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. coming to the plate now. So Lucas drew a walk. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. coming to the plate now. Things are getting a little dicey here for the Mariners. Want to know here to Guerrero Jr. as Miller sets here on the 1-0. The pitch. There's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yes, Frederick, I am. And Guerrero Jr. hits that ball to center field, and the catch is made by Julio Rodriguez, and Lucas will get back to first. So that first out is recorded here in the bottom of the first. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know we did. I know the Giants beat the Eagles. That was shocking, actually. So Addison Barger now at the plate. Lucas is at first with 1 out. First pitch to Barger in the dirt, blocked by Raleigh. There's ball 1. Lucas takes his lead at first. The 1-0. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0. 3-0 now to Barger. You got Alejandro Kirk waiting on deck for the Blue Jays. 3-0 to Barger. The pitch from Miller is in there for a strike, 3-1. So 3-1. There's ball 4. So back-to-back walks here for Miller. So runners on first and second with 1 out. And that'll bring Alejandro Kirk to the plate. looks like we got a visit to the mound. Try and settle Bryce Miller down. Kirk is coming to the plate. Yeah, he's not seeing the plate right now. So Miller needs to settle down. But Miller is in a little bit of a jam right now. Let's see if he's able to keep this to a 1-0 game. Easier said than done with this Blue Jays lineup. As Miller sets here on against Kirk. The pitch in the dirt. 1-0. The 1-0 to Kirk is fouled back. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Upstairs, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Kirk. Time's called. Miller sets here on the 2-1. The pitch to Kirk is a foul ball, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Barger at first, Lucas is second. 1 out. Blue Jays up 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. As Miller sets here against Kirk. The 2-2 is popped up. Shallow center. Who makes the catch? Polanco makes the catch for out number 2. And that'll bring Dalton Varsho to the plate now. Miller sets here against Varsho. The first pitch is a line drive hit to center field. Rodriguez backing up, makes the catch for the final out of the inning. But the Blue Jays are on the board. It is a 1-0 game on a solo home run by George Springer. Can the Mariners answer back? That inning could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse, but Miller was able to get himself out of a jam. So could have easily been 2-0, 3-0. What's up, Railbird? How's it going? Good to see you. And shout out to the folks in chat. Appreciate you all being here. Once again, make sure you all hit the like, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Got game 1 of the ALCS between the Blue Jays and Mariners. So Suarez, Canzone, and Robles will be due up. Yeah, I know the majority of us, man. I know the majority of us are bummed out that the Yankees are out, man. Gotta wonder what the Yankees offseason plan is. Do plan on coming out with some videos here in the at some point, just to kind of talk about the Yankees overall season and then postseason. What I think they should do in the offseason. It's definitely going to be an interesting offseason for sure. Got to wonder how it plays out. But good start to the series, yeah. I mean, yeah, Jockey Boy. What's up, AD McMahon? Says, let's go Mariners. Yep. Well, I mean, it's been a long time since they won a World Series, right, Jockey Boy? So I know Toronto fans and the city of Toronto would be thrilled. Toronto historically they've always had some good players. They've always had some good players. They just could never make a trip to the World Series. I appreciate it, Railbird. I just want to see a good game, really, man. I just hope the series ends up being a really good series. That's what I want at the end of the day. So, yeah, 93. I mean, so it's been a long time. We're talking 32 years. All right, let's get back to the game. Gausman is back on the mound. And we have Eugenio Suarez leading things off. Fouls back to first pitch, 0-1. Yeah, and Dodgers were heavily favored to win the World Series this year. Would it shock me? No, it wouldn't. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. It's 0-2 now to Eugenio Suarez, whose numbers for the postseason is, man, it is bad. What's up, Yassine? And Suarez hits that ball at left field. Catch is made. Catch is made by Santander for the first out. And Canzone will be coming to the plate. I mean, I like for the Mariners to win, but realistically, I think the Blue Jays are going to take the series. I'd be shocked, honestly. Canzone swings and misses on the first pitch. I know it's been a long time for both teams to make it this far in the postseason. The 0-1, or even be in the postseason. Canzone shows bunt, lays off, ball 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. A lot of fastballs being thrown by Gausman tonight. The 1-2. Did he go? Our third base umpire said he did not. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Canzone. Full count now to Canzone. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Yassine, that one I'm not sure, man. That's gonna be a tough matchup. I like for the Brewers to go. And Canzone strikes out looking. First strikeout for Gausman. 2 outs now here in the top of the second. And here's Robles at the plate. Takes ball one. Blue Jays Dodgers World Series. I mean, I think it's kind of what I'm anticipating. Swing and a miss by Robles, 1-1. So 1-1. Grounded foul, 1-2. So one ball, 2 strikes to Robles. Nobody on base, 2 outs. Toronto leading 1-0. The 1-2. Struck him out looking. That is the final out. Second strikeout for Gausman. We're going to the bottom of the second. What's up, Felix? How's it going? Does anyone accept coaching changes for the Yankees this offseason? I mean, I think it's safe to say some of the bullpen arms are probably not going to be back. Bats, as far as the bats go, I mean, I don't see them. So, I don't see them bringing back Goldschmidt. I don't see them bringing back, what's his face, Trent Grisham. I don't think either one of those guys are coming back. I don't know what the future holds for Goldschmidt, whether he'll continue playing or he'll retire. But also, I could see. I don't think Devin Williams and Luke Weaver are going to be back. The Yankees really need to figure out what they want to do with the bullpen. Oh, you meant coaches. Okay. I misread your question. Do I expect coaching changes? Honestly, I don't. I don't. I know a lot. I know every year it's, a lot of fans are saying that, they want to see Aaron Boone get fired. Boone ain't getting fired. Boone is not getting fired. James Rowson, the hitting coach, he's not getting fired. Matt Blake is not getting fired. Unless if some of the coaches that you don't really hear about, maybe they could make some replacements there. It would be my guess, but the big names though aren't going anywhere. But next year is going to be really interesting after the 2026 season, because you're going to have the, besides the CBA meetings, because there might be a 2027 there might be a strike. I don't know when the Howland Cashman press conference is going to be. I would imagine once the baseball season's over. I got you, Railbird. What's up, Beagle? What I was going to say was Cashman's contract is going to be up after the 2026 season. So you kind of have to wonder, what's going to happen with him. Is he going to renew his contract as GM, or is he just going to continue his role as senior VP and step away from GM duties? And then depending on what happens with Cashman, what has happened with Boone? Boone is signed through 2027. But that might depend on how the season plays out. We're back to the game here, folks. Bottom of the second, Ernie Clements at the plate. He takes strike one from Miller. Blue Jays are up 1-0. The 0-1 is popped up, foul territory. Rally is right there, makes the catch in foul territory. 1 down. And I'll bring Anthony Santander to the plate. I think the Yankees. Do I think the Yankees should? Absolutely, they should. I think they should add. I mean, they got to at least add one contact bat, but two wouldn't hurt, man. They need to get a couple of guys that hit for contact for sure. And Anthony Santander on the first pitch. Oh, the ball gets past Robles, and that's gonna get send Santander to second. So that's probably gonna be a single and an error. Yeah, too many guys in the Yankees lineup hit for power, man. Yeah, they need to get some guys that hit for contact. So, yeah, Santander singled on a line drive to right field. Robles could not field it. Ball passes by him, and it's they're going to score that as a single and error. So single for Robles, or no, for Santander. And first pitch to Jimenez is strike one. 0-1 now to Jimenez. The 0-1 is popped up. Shallow right. Polanco makes the catch for out number 2. And we're going back to the top of the lineup. So George Springer will be coming to the plate. He had that big solo home run on the first pitch in the bottom of the first. So runner on second, 2 outs. Toronto's leading 1-0. 18,000 steps. Nice. As Miller sets on the first pitch. Strike one. Yeah, McMahon, I did see that. That was bad timing on his part. The 0-1. And there's a grounder hit to the shortstop. Crawford fields it, fires to first, and gets Springer out for out number 3. And that's going to end the bottom of the second. We are going to the top of the third. Crawford, a Rosarena rally will be due up, so the 9-1-2 batters will be due up. But yeah, no, I did see that he had the card in his hand. Yeah, Yasin, I mean, that's gonna be easier said than done. Well, let's see what they do under the new head coach. Hopefully they find success with the new head coach. That's all we can hope. That's what us Knicks fans at least can hope for. But Blue Jays is still leading 1-0 going into the top of the third. Let's see if the Mariners are able to get on the board. Clear out our analytics team. Yeah, you and many other people, man. I mean, I just think the approach to analytics needs to be different. Honestly, I think every team uses analytics. I feel like the Yankees use it too much. That's what I think. I don't, I'm not saying that they do, but I think they rely on it way too much. I have no problems with analytics, but there's a time and place for it. You got to use your eyes, man, for the game. Analytics is a good tool, but I don't think it should be should be used for 100% of the time. And I don't think I'm not saying the Yankees use 100% of the time, but I'm not trying to say that, but I just feel like it's relied on too much. And sometimes, you look at analytics and then you have to, well, you still got to, put eyes on the game. And, you got to go with your gut feeling, man. Yeah, I have no problems with the old school approach whatsoever. But the game's gotten so modernized, man. What's up, Ricardo? Well, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you being here. I know it sucks that the Yankees aren't in it, man, but, just wanted to do something a little different, call a different game. Next year, I might call some. I might do some play-by-plays during the regular season for some other teams. We're back to the game here, and the first pitch to Crawford is ball one. Yeah, Dart is playing good so far. That'd be cool, Beagle. Let me know what you think. The 1-0 is a grounder hit by Crawford to Clement as Crawford grounds out, one down. Yeah, next year I'd like to go visit some ballparks, man. That would be pretty cool. Go see some different stadiums. All right, here's Arozarena, who's 0 for 1. He takes ball one. I got you, jockey boy. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Arozarena. So it is a 1-1 count. As Gossman sets here on the 1-1. Arozarena fouls that pitch off. It is 1-2. Pitch count still pretty decent for Gossman. He's at 34 right now. The 1-2. Arozarena pops that up right side. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. right there makes the catch for the second out of the inning. And that's going to bring Cal Raleigh to the plate. Cal Raleigh is 1 for 1 in tonight's game. So 2 outs here in the top of the third. Let's see if Raleigh can keep this inning alive. A swing and a miss, 0-1. The 0-1 from Raleigh. Pitches in the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike. Gossman sets here on the 1-1 to Raleigh. The pitch. Raleigh hits that, but it's a foul ball. It's 1-2 now. Let's see if Gossman can make this a 1-2-3 inning. Raleigh trying to keep this inning alive. As he steps into the batter's box, he looks like he's ready to go. Gossman sets here on the 1-2. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Raleigh lays off that pitch, as they show in the replay. Gossman sets here against Raleigh, the 2-2. A swing and a miss, and he struck him out. A 1-2-3 inning for Gossman, and we're going to the bottom of the third. Lucas, Guerrero Jr., and Barger will be due up. And we're in a commercial break. I'm going to take a small break myself, and I will be right back. All right, I'm back, folks. Let's get back to this game. Yeah, I agree. Unbelievable that the Yankees are not in the playoffs. Trust me, man. We're all disappointed. But here's Nathan Lucas, who drew a walk in his first at bat. What's up, Mr. Coconuts? What's going on? If you're just joining us, it's the bottom of the third. Toronto's leading 1-0 here against Seattle in Game 1 of the ALCS Best of 7 series. The 0-1 pitches outside, 1-1. Make sure you all hit the like button on the way in. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel. We're almost at 2,200 subs. As Miller sets here on the 1-1 to pitch. It's popped up. Left field. Who's going to make the play? Arozarena makes the catch as he runs in all the way from left field. So 1 down, and that'll bring Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to the plate now. Here's Vlad Guerrero, who's 0 for 1. This is true, Mr. Coconuts. This is true. As Guerrero Jr. takes strike 1, 0-1. Miller sets here on the 0-1. The pitch is grounded, foul, 0-2. Miller with the 0-2 outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Guerrero Jr. And Guerrero Jr. hits a grounder to Crawford, fields it, throws to first for out number 2. 2 down here in the bottom of the 3rd. And that'll bring Addison Barger to the plate. And Barger on the first pitch hits it to Naylor. Naylor runs to first and beats out Barger as he steps on the bag for out number 3. So a 1-2-3 inning for Miller. Rodriguez, Polanco, and Naylor due up. Let's see if the Blue Jays could get on the board. We're going to the top of the 4th here, folks. The Blue Jays are still leading 1-0. And we are in a commercial break. So it's a good inning there for Miller. And still a 1-0 game, still a 1-0 game. Usually when you're, obviously we saw what they did against the Yankees. You hate to bring it up, but it's got to be brought up. Unfortunately, what the Blue Jays did, these guys were able to, score a bunch of runs, man. Right now, not looking that way, but game's still early. But the Mariners are trying to get on the board here. Miller's trying to keep the team in the game, so yeah, for sure, Jockey Boy. Therese D says, not a fan of any of them, but let's go Mariners for sure. What are your thoughts on A-Rod saying that the Yankees have the worst roster construction? I mean, I don't know about the worst roster construction. If they had the roster could have been better. I'll say that, but in some ways, if they had the worst roster construction, this should be a last place team. They should have made it to the postseason. But there's certain aspects about the roster that certainly needs fixing, that needs improvement. That I'll say. I certainly feel that way. I can't speak for everybody else. He did say talented yet doesn't fit. He called it a game of individualists. They just don't fit together. I think Bellinger was a good addition to that team. And I'll give my take on. I won't give my take on this particular on this particular thing. With Bellinger, like I said, I'm gonna make a Yankees live stream at some point and kind of talk about my feeling on the season overall, the postseason, what I think needs to happen, stuff like that. They had 3 cat. Yeah, I'm not sure why they had 3 catchers in the postseason. Really didn't see a point in that. That's where you were born, Jockey Boy? Okay. All right, let's get back to this game here. Rodriguez, first pitch, fouls it back. 0-1 to Julio Rodriguez. Who's saying this, Therese? Lucas out of the game, probably because of that. He got hit in the knee. I would imagine that's probably bugging him. Foul back 0-2. Oh, just wondering. I'm sure the Yankees are going to have an interest in Kyle Tucker. they're going to check in on him. And Rodriguez, did he go? Yes, he did. Fourth strikeout for Gausman, first out of the inning. Third base umpire said he did. Or first base umpire said he did go around. Yeah, I think, like I said, I think they're going to check in on Tucker for sure. Yeah, I feel like baseball teams, they're always going to check in on players, even if there's not an interest. They're going to check in. I feel like they're always going to do their due diligence on checking in on players just to kind of get a feel. To get a feel, see if there's a fit. That's what they're supposed to do. Robert Boom, what's up, Robert Boom? He said 28th like. Let's go. 28 likes. Appreciate it. Well, we got Jorge Polanco at the plate. It's 2-0. The 2-0. Polanco, grounder, foul, 2-1. Yeah, we all do, Robert. Here's the 2-1. Down the line. Ooh, what a play by Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he steps on the bag for out number 2. Definitely took a hit away from Polanco. Josh Naylor now will be coming to the plate. Yeah, never a fun off. It's not never. I think what's worse is the off season, man, when there's like no baseball being played at all. So here's Josh Naylor, who is 0 for 1, takes ball 1-0. Gausman sets here on the 1-0. The pitch, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes here to Josh Naylor. Yes, I did, Yasin. And their deal with Apple sounds like it's coming to an end. Naylor calls time. Who's that, Therese? So 2-0 here to Naylor. Gausman sets the pitch. Foul ball, 2-1. So Naylor's going to be a free agent, so it's going to be interesting to see if he returns to the Mariners or does another team sign him. You got Pete Alonso, who's going to be a free agent. Apparently, he's looking for a seven-year deal. And Naylor hits that ball to center field. Varsho, running back, still going back. Makes the catch at the warning track for out number 3. And that is going to take us to the bottom of the 4th. Blue Jays still leading 1-0. Kirk, Varsho, and Clement will be due up. Yeah, Murakami's going to be posted. I could see, I could see Seattle picking up Murakami. I see that as being a possibility. No, this free agency is going to be a really interesting one. It really is. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. Well, we are in a commercial break, folks. Once again, I do appreciate everybody being here. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel. Eugenio Suarez, yeah, he's going to be a free agent this year after the season. So, he's purely a rental for the Mariners. So I could see a scenario where the Mariners could bring him back. Well, let's see how Bryce Miller does here in the bottom of the fourth. Let's see if the Blue Jays could get some more runs. Anybody watch any of the football games today? Anybody doing fantasy football? How's your fantasy teams doing? Unload Volpe or unload Jazz Volpe at second. I mean, I don't think the Yankees are not going to move. They're not going to move on from Jazz. I think they'll have him for one more season, and it'll be his. After 26, he'll be a free agent. I mean, depending on how things play out. I wouldn't be surprised if the Yankees moved on from him. The Volpe experiment, man, I'm not there anymore. You know what I mean? Yankees need to figure something else out for shortstop. What that is, I don't know. I know a lot of fans would love for the Yankees to go out and sign Bo Bichette, who's going to be a free agent, but what's that contract going to look like? And can Bichette can he stay healthy? Who's your NFL team there, McMahon? Yeah, the Cowboys lost? Yeah. There's Kirk at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Owen 1 here to Kirk as Miller sets here on the 0-1. The pitch. Ball 1-1. Foul ball 1-2. Ball 2. 2-1 now. Kirk pops that up. Left field, Rosarena runs in, makes the play for out number 1. You don't want to talk about your Niners? Well, I'm sorry, but I got to point this out. They lost, but I'm sorry about your Niners. That was tough. Yeah, like I said, Robert, I don't think they're going to move on from Jazz. I'd be surprised if they did. And now we have Dalton Varsho at the plate. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. Buffalo Bills. Yeah, not a bad time to be a Bills fan. Varsho pops that up. Foul territory, out of play. It's 0-2 now. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. As Varsho strikes out. That's the first strikeout for Miller. It was a big strikeout, too, on a fastball. 2 outs now. Oh, you're a Vikings fan, McMahon? Okay. I mean, Buffalo is in New York, so I don't understand the question. As Clement pops it up on the first pitch, center fielder, as Rodriguez makes the catch for out number 3. So another 1-2-3 inning for Bryce Miller. Still a 1-0 game going to the top of the 5th. Game is moving along here pretty good. We're about an hour and 9 minutes into tonight's game, so Buffalo Bills were supporting the Blue Jays against the Yankees series. Okay, that's fine, but it still doesn't change the fact that Buffalo is in New York. They're not in Canada, so I mean, whatever. I don't care who they support. Yeah, I was gonna say Bills are in New York. There's Buffalo, New York. I mean, I guess they're. I guess I don't understand. Again, I don't get the question. Exactly. Exactly, Robert. I mean, the Giants and Jets play in Jersey, even though they're called the New York Jets, New York Giants. Bills actually play in New York, even though they play in upstate New York. I mean, yeah, exactly. And there are no Canadian NFL teams. None whatsoever. But I appreciate you folks being here on this Sunday night. I know it ain't the Yankees, but I wanted to call a baseball game. Let's see if the Mariners can get on the board. When we get back, Suarez, Canzone, and Robles will be due up. Yeah, Canada has the CFL. I mean, they got their own football league up there, so. Well, let me ask you all something. Realistically, what do you think the World Series matchups are going to be? Are you thinking Blue Jays, Dodgers, Mariners, Dodgers, Mariners, Brewers? Mariners, Brewers, Blue Jays. Like, what are y'all thinking? First pitch to Suarez is 0-1. Yasin says Blue Jays, Dodgers for sure. Suarez hits that ball to right on foul territory, and Guerrero Jr. makes the catch. One down here in the top of the 5th. A.D. McMahon thinks a spoiler or two. Okay. Jockey Boy thinks Jays and Dodgers. Okay. And if it's Jays and Dodgers there, Jockey Boy, how confident do you feel? And Canzone pops it up on the first pitch to center field. Varsho makes the catch for out number 2. And here's Robles on the first pitch. Hits it to right field. And running back is the right fielder, Straw, as he makes the catch for out number 3. So the Mariners go down in order. You had to get a new card. Yeah, I had to get a new debit card recently, man. They mail me a new debit card. I was annoyed with that. Some place used my account. Apparently got a hold of my debit card account number. Jockey Boy is saying 50-50. Dodgers are nasty, but if we come to play, we could beat them. Yeah, I mean, Dodgers, dude. There's no question. I mean, they got a squad. Even with the injuries, man, it's like they still overcome whatever it is that they have to overcome with all these injuries, and they find a way. You know, they just simply find a way. I was honestly surprised, the series ended the way it did against the Phillies. Thought the Phillies would have been better, personally. Jockey Boy says Seattle first, can't take them lightly. Yeah, I mean, Seattle's a good team. They battled back this season too. Yeah, I mean, Ohtani's got a good supporting cast around him, though. That's the thing. He's got a good supporting cast. I mean, yeah, Ohtani's playing like garbage in the postseason. I don't know why, but he's just not playing well in the postseason. But despite that, though, the team around him is helping him. The bats in that lineup are definitely helping him. So, but the bottom of the 5th will be coming up. So Santander, Jimenez, and Springer will be due up. Oh, Teoscar Hernandez? I mean, that dude's a beast, man. That dude's a beast. Roki Sasaki. That guy was hurt early on in the season. All right, let's get back to this game. All right, Miller's back on the mound. Here's Anthony Santander, who's 1 for 1. Takes a strike. And the 0-1 for Miller. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Got him with a 96-mile-per-hour fastball. Swing and a miss, and Santander strikes out. Swinging. Second strikeout for Bryce Miller. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. So Miller seems to be getting a little bit more comfortable on the mound. Still trying to keep it to a 1-0 game. The bats for the Mariners have not had an answer yet in this game. And first pitch to Jimenez is a foul ball, 0-1. So 6 outs from Bryce Miller on a 4-seam fastball. As he sets here on the 0-1, the pitch is grounded to the second baseman. Polanco fields it, throws to first for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 5th. It's going to bring George Springer to the plate. First pitch to Springer is a foul ball, 0-1. The 0-1. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Check swing foul, 1-2. Springer 1 for 2. Responsible for the 1 run on the board for Toronto on that solo home run back in the bottom of the first. Blue Jays bats have been silent since then. They've had some hits, but no more runs since the first inning. Here's the 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Miller sets the 2-2. Foul ball, still 2-2. Yasin, maybe. That's a maybe for me. The 2-2. A swing and a miss for out number 3 as Springer strikes out. And we're going to the top of the 6th. Still a 1-0 game. Crawford, Arozarena, and Raleigh coming up. So your 9-1-2 batters coming up for the Mariners. Can the Mariners get on the board? Appreciate you all being here. Top of the 6th coming up. Once again, make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel. Let me check this poll here. So it looks like I had 33 votes, and 70% of you said that the Mariners will take game 1. So Bryce Miller at 61 pitches. Gossman's at 55. So both are pretty close in pitch count. Both have really good pitch count. So yeah, if they keep at this pace, I could see these guys definitely getting to the 7th inning. Maybe the 8th, who knows? I'm honestly surprised. I mean, maybe I would. I'm not surprised, but I don't know. It's like 50-50. I thought the Blue Jays were for sure would have had some more runs. I'm not even joking. But the thing is, I've let me know if you all agree. But Blue Jays have the better lineup, no doubt. I think they have the scarier lineup. But I think I would say the Mariners have better pitching. And I think that's what's helping the Mariners right now with Bryce Miller on the mound. So Bryce Miller's a good pitcher too. I like him. That they got a good pitching staff. But yeah, the Mariners bats they got to get going. Let's get back to the game. Crawford, he's leading things off. He takes ball 1, 1-0. What's up, Jonathan? The 1-0. 2-0. We got Lewis Varland warming up in the bullpen for the Blue Jays. Very hard thrower. Ball 3. Free agency starts a week after the World Series ends. Gausman sets here on the 3-0, the pitch. There's a strike, 3-1. The 3-1. Swing and a miss, 3-2. 94 mile per hour fastball. The 3-2. Crawford hits it to second. It was bobbled, but play is made to first. Yeah, 5 days. I said a week, but yeah, 5 days. What's up, Brad? What's going on? Here's a Rosarena who takes a strike. Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do, Frederick? It happens. One and one. Go 1-1. There's a strike, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes here to Rosarena, who is 0 for 2. The pitch from Gausman is in dirt, 1-2. Yeah. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with the splitter. 5th strikeout for Kevin Gausman. 2 outs now here in the top of the 6th. Here's Cal Raleigh, who's 1 for 2. Ball 1 to Raleigh. Niners injury curse strikes again. Yeah, Brad, I don't know what's up with the Niners, man. So 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes now to Raleigh. So 2-0. There's a strike. 2-1. Yeah, Gausman is a beast. Yeah, every year there's injuries in the NFL. The 2-1. Foul ball, 2-2. Yeah, I don't know, Brad. So 2-2 count here to Raleigh with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Gossman sets. The 2-2. Raleigh hits that ball deep into right field, and it is a tie game. A solo home run by Cal Raleigh with 2 outs, and we got ourselves a 1-1 game. It is all tied up here in the top of the 6th on a solo home run by Cal Raleigh, and we are officially tied at 1-1. And you were wondering when the Mariners bats were gonna strike, and here we go here, folks. They just struck. And that'll bring Julio Rodriguez to the plate. Yo wants Rodriguez. Ooh, inside. 1-1. Two and one. So 2-1. 3-1 now to Rodriguez. Rodriguez is 1 for 2. So 3-1 count to Rodriguez as Gossman sets on the 3-1 to pitch. Ball 4. Rodriguez will take first base. So Gossman was able to get 2 quick outs, gave up the solo homer to Raleigh, and then just gave up a walk to Rodriguez. Jorge Polanco will be coming to the plate. So it looks like we got a visit on the mound here. There's going to be a little conference on the mound. That might do it for Gossman, actually. They're probably going to take him out. Yeah, so he was pitching a good game. He was pitching a really good game, actually, trying to protect the 1-0 lead, but Raleigh eventually struck. It's what happens. You could have a 1-0 lead, everything is going well, but at some point, you want your offense to start putting up some more runs, because the other team, they could strike back, and in this case, the Mariners certainly struck back. So we'll see who'll be coming into the game. Oh yeah, it's probably gonna be Lewis Farland. He was the one warming up for the Blue Jays. So, but we are in a commercial break right now. It is the top of the 6th, 1-1 game, 2 outs. Jorge Polanco will be coming to the plate when we get back. Yeah, let's see if the Blue Jays, or not the Blue Jays, if the Mariners can take the lead here. Oh, Little is coming in? Yeah, Brendan Little's coming in. Yeah, I just saw it. I thought it might have been Varland just because they did show him warming up. But the game will resume here momentarily. Yeah, so Gossman, 5 2/3 innings pitched, 3 hits, allowed a run, walked 1, struck out 5. First home run allowed in, I think it said 41 2/3 innings, which is pretty freaking good. And here's Brandon Little facing Jorge Polanco. Polanco takes strike 1. Polanco is 0 for 2 in today's game. So Little just needs to get one more out to get out of this inning. As Little sets here on the 0-1 to pitch. Is inside 1-1. It's like Little steps off. Rodriguez will take his lead at first. The 1-1. Us swing and a miss, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes now to Jorge Polanco. Let's see if Polanco could keep this inning alive, or can Little get the job done. Here's the 1-2. Ball's in the dirt. And Rodriguez will take second base on a wild pitch. So wild pitch by Little. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Polanco. The 2-2. Another wild pitch, but it was saved by Kirk. So full count now to Polanco. Little sets here on a 3-2. Payoff pitch. Foul ball. Polanco gets a piece of it, still staying alive. Little sets here on the 3-2. Another payoff pitch. And Polanco hits that ball in left field. Rodriguez is going to round third. He's going home. And the Mariners take a 2-1 lead on an RBI single by Polanco. And the Mariners take a 2-1 lead here in the top of the 6th with 2 outs. So Polanco getting the job done, coming through in the clutch. And Josh Naylor now is coming to the plate. So the bats for the Mariners coming alive here in the top of the 6th. There's Josh Naylor. Swings and misses for strike 1. Yo, 1, another swing and a miss, 0-2. Naylor calls time. There's Lewis Varlin again. Just showed him in the bullpen. There's Bryce Miller waiting. I'll definitely be back out in the bottom of the 6th. The 0-2. In the dirt, blocked by Kirk, 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Naylor. He's 0 for 2 in tonight's game. We got Polanco at first. Mariners have a 2-1 lead here in game 1 of the ALCS. Polanco takes his lead at first as Little throws over to first to check on Polanco. The 1-2. A swing and a miss, and Naylor strikes out. And we're going to the bottom of the 6th, but the Mariners do put up 2 on a big solo home run from Cal Raleigh, and then an RBI single by Jorge Polanco. So Mariners now have a 2-1 lead. Let's see if the Blue Jays can answer back here in the bottom of the 6th. Straw, Guerrero Jr., and Barger will be due up. So let's see what the Blue Jays bats can do. But we are in a commercial break. Once again, folks, I do appreciate you all being here. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe if you're new. Keep sharing this channel out. Let's see how many likes we got. Check that right now. All right, we're at 29 likes. I appreciate it. But yeah, this game ain't over yet. But bottom of the 6th will be coming up. Game is moving along pretty good. It's moving along pretty good, which I can appreciate. You're not watching Major League Baseball anymore since the Guardians aren't playing. I understand. I get it. Yeah, it's hard. I mean, it's hard to, when your team is not in, it's hard to watch other games. So I totally understand. I mean, I like the sport. I like baseball. I like watching good games. So I hope this ends up being a very competitive and fun series. I got you, Frederick. All right, let's get back to the game here. So bottom of the sixth, folks. 2-1 game. Mariners are now leading. And here's Miles Straw, who's going to lead things off here in the bottom of the sixth. Bryce Miller's back on the mound. Pitches for ball 1-0. The NBA? Yeah, I mean, I keep up with basketball. The 1-0 is popped up. Who's going to make the catch? And Rodriguez runs in from center field and makes the catch. We got Spire and Bizzardo warming up in the bullpen for the Mariners. Strike one to Vladdy Guerrero, who's 0 for 2 tonight. As Miller sets here on the 0-1. The pitch. In the dirt, 1-1. There's George Springer looking on. As Miller sets here on the 1-1. The pitch. Oh, swing and a miss. 1-2. Got him with the splitter. Miller sets here on the 1-2. The pitch as a grounder hits a Polanco, fields it, throws to first, and gets Guerrero Jr. out for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring Addison Barger to the plate. And the first pitch to Barger is ball 1-0. Barger is 0 for 1. What's up, Andrew? The 1-0. 2-0 now to Barger. So Barger 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. The 2-0. 3-0 now to Barger. That was the 70th pitch from Bryce Miller. The 3-0. There's a 4-pitch walk. So Barger walks for the second time tonight. So a 2-out walk to Barger. And that'll bring Alejandro Kirk to the plate. So the tying run is on first base here with 2 outs for the Blue Jays. I got you, Andrew. I'm doing pretty good, man. I can't complain. So it looks like the manager for the Mariners, Dan Wilson, is coming out. So it looks like he's going to take Miller out of this game. Thank you, Cecilia. I appreciate it. Oh, it looks like they're leaving Kirk in the game. Or Miller in the game. I thought they were taking him out. All right, here's Kirk at the plate. Strike one to Kirk. Kirk is 0 for 2. The 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Barger takes his lead at first. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Got him with the sinker. So this postseason, they're saying Kirk is 0 for 10. 15 men left on base with runners on. Miller sets here on the 1-2. The pitch to Kirk is foul back as Barger was looking to steal second. Andrew says, let's go Mariners. Barger taking his lead at first. Miller sets here on another 1-2. The pitch is popped up left field. Rosarena runs in, makes the catch. And Bryce Miller does a good job there in the bottom of the 6th, top of the 7th now coming up. Mariners have a 2-1 lead. You'll have Suarez, Canzone, and Robles coming up. Let's see if the Mariners add some more runs here. Yeah, another commercial break. Let's get those, once again, let's get those likes up. See how many likes we could get on the stream. Let's see how many likes we got right now. We're at 30 likes. Appreciate the likes, folks. Let's try to get to 40. Let's try to break 40 likes. But how's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? Everybody good? Everybody have a good weekend? What did you guys do over the weekend? Anything fun? Anything fun? Something fun, I hope. Looks like Lewis Varland will replace Brendan Little in the top of the 7th. We'll see what happens in the top of the 7th. I'm curious to see game 1 of between the Brewers and Dodgers, man. That's gonna be a fun series. That's gonna be a really fun series. I feel like both of those teams are pretty matched up. I would give the offensive edge to the Dodgers for sure. The pitching is gonna be pretty close. Just had Thanksgiving dinner? Okay. Oh, yeah, because Canada has Thanksgiving date is different, right? So you guys had, or it's not different in Canada. Better if it was 10-1 Jays. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be anything like that, man. But here's Lewis Varland. So he'll be facing Eugenio Suarez here to start off the top of 7th, and Suarez swings and misses for strike 1. Yeah, I got you, jockey boy. And it's 0-2 now to Suarez. The 0-2. 1-2. The 1-2. Pitches in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes out of Suarez. Funny, Robert. Full count now to Suarez. So it was 0-2. Suarez works it to a 3-2 count. I got you, Cecilia. 3-2. Foul back. Suarez stays alive. There you go, Robert. So Mariners, Blue Jays tomorrow, game 2. They're saying 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Another foul ball by Suarez. He's staying alive. Like number 30. Looks like there's Brian Wu, who's been added to the Mariners roster. And the Blue Jays added Bassett and Scherzer to their roster. And Suarez hits that ball deep in the center field. Varsho, looking up, looking back. That ball's off the wall. And Suarez is in a second base on a big double. So leadoff man is on here in the top of the 7th. Suarez battles and succeeds with a big double here in the top of the 7th. And as soon as I saw Varsho go to the wall, I was like, yeah, he's not going to make the play, but was close to a home run. Just missed it. So ball 1 to Canzone. wants him. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what Arizona was wanting from the Yankees, but I wasn't. If it was me, I'm not giving up a whole lot for a rental. You know what I mean? But I'm not sure what the Mariners were asking for, or the Diamondbacks. And Canzone hits a grounder as he grounds out for the first out of the inning. Suarez moves over to third, so Canzone does his job. Yeah, we're at 31 likes, folks. Let's try to get to 40 likes if we can. So here's Victor Robles, who's 0 for 2 in tonight's game. And the first pitch in the dirt, 1-0. One and one to Robles now as he fouls that pitch off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Marlin sets here on the 1-1 to pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Got him with the knuckle curve. Oh, the Chiefs are winning 20-10 over the Lions. Okay. The 1-2. And Robles strikes out on another knuckle curve. That's the first strikeout for Varland. Now we have 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. If Varland could get out of this inning without giving up a run, that would be huge going into the bottom of the 7th. Crawford takes ball 1. Crawford is 0 for 2 in tonight's game. The 1-0, 2-0. The 2-0. 3-0 now to Crawford. The 3-0. There's a strike. 3-1. The 3-1. There's a strike. 3-2. Crawford thought that was ball 4. The replay certainly shows as if it's a ball. Well, it's a full count now to Crawford. Marlin sets the payoff. And it's a grounder to Clement, who throws over to first and gets the out. The Blue Jays leave, or the Mariners leave a runner stranded. And we're going to the bottom of the 7th. It's the 7th inning stretch here, folks. So get up, stretch, get some food, get a drink, get a snack, folks. I'll be right back. I'll leave you all with some tunes. I'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back to the game. New pitcher on the mound for the Mariners. It's Gabe Spire. Varsho leading things off here in the bottom of the seventh. He's 0 for 2 tonight, Dalton Varsho. Mariners have a 2-1 lead. The 0-2 to Varsho is outside, ball 1, 1-2. Two balls, two strikes now to Varsho. The 2-2. Varsho hits that ball in center field. And Rodriguez is right there to make the catch for the first out of the inning. And Ernie Clement now will be coming to the plate. And here is Ernie Clement at the plate. Pops it up on the first pitch to right field. Robles is right there, makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 outs here. Looks like Sir Anthony Dominguez is warming up in the bullpen for the Blue Jays. There's Anthony Santander. Let's see if he's able to keep this inning alive. He's 1 for 2 in tonight's game. First pitch, strike 1. The 0-1. That is hit it to left field. Arozarena with the diving catch. Oh, good play by Arozarena. That looked like it was going to drop for a hit. Arozarena definitely takes a hit away. So good job to Spire, making it a 1-2-3 inning. We're going to the top of the 8th. So Blue Jays need to answer back somehow, but let's see what the bats do for the Mariners when the top of the eighth is with the top of the eighth coming up. Top of the order coming up, we have Arozarena, Raleigh, and Rodriguez due up. Going to the Super Bowl? I've seen that's like way too early for me to say, man. I don't know. Yeah, it's too early for me to say who's going to go to the Super Bowl. That's a hard one. I think once the playoffs come, I'll probably. I mean, I could probably give you a better guess, but yeah, for all my football fans that are out there. Trying to check the score. Yeah, Kansas City's still beating Detroit 20-10. Man, the Rams beat the Ravens 17-3. That's crazy. Carolina beat Dallas 30-27. The Broncos beat the Jets 13-11. That was, I believe that was outside of the country. I think that was in England, I want to say. Indy beats Arizona 31-27. Seattle beats Jacksonville 20-12. Chargers beat Miami 29-27. Pittsburgh beats Cleveland 23-9. New England beats New Orleans 25-19. Tennessee or Las Vegas beats Tennessee 20-10. Tampa Bay beats San Francisco 30-19. Green Bay beats Cincinnati 27-19. And you got a couple of games tomorrow: Buffalo and Atlanta, and then Chicago and Washington. We'll see how those games play out. No. Why would I believe that, Yassine? That's funny, Brad. Yeah, for sure, Andrew. Yeah, you never know, man. Football is a funny game. Well, we're back to the excuse me, top of the eighth here. Sir Anthony Dominguez pitching for the Blue Jays, going up against Randy Arozarena, who's 0 for 3 in tonight's game, and takes ball 2. 2-0. There's a strike to Arozarena, 2-1. So no home runs in his last 56 postseason at bats for Arozarena. So he's in a big home run drought right now as he takes ball 3-1. Arozarena draws a walk, so leadoff man is on for the Mariners as Arozarena will take first base, and that'll bring Cal Raleigh to the plate, who had that big solo home run that initially got the Mariners on the board. There's a strike to Raleigh. He's 2 for 3 in tonight's game. What's up, Yankees country? But it's 0-2 now to Raleigh. Nah, if that was Aaron Judge, they would have intentionally walked Aaron Judge. Sir Anthony Dominguez throws over to first on a pickoff attempt. Still 0-2. As Dominguez sets here on the 0-2, and Raleigh goes around as Raleigh strikes out. First strikeout for Dominguez. I mean, do I think it will? It's a possibility. I mean, it's going to come down to him and Aaron Judge. And we have Julio Rodriguez now at the plate, who's 1 for 2. Oh, wild pitch. And Arozarena was stealing second base. Looked like Kirk had his eyes off the ball. So they're going to rule it as a stolen base for Arozarena because he was on a run. So runner on second now. Whoa. As Arozarena was looking to steal third, Sir Anthony Dominguez steps off, but does not throw on a pickoff attempt. The 1-0, there goes Arozarena, and he has stolen third base. So now we got a runner on third with 1 out. Arozarena with 2 stolen bases just now. Now he's at third base. It's 2-0 to Rodriguez. Three and 0. So 3-0. 3-1 as Rodriguez fouls that pitch off. Man, if Arozarena stole home, man, that would be insane. There's ball 4. So second walk issued by Dominguez. So first and third now with 1 out. There's Flu Hardy warming up in the bullpen for the Blue Jays. Looks like they're going to talk with Sir Anthony Dominguez on the mound. So meeting on the mound. But I appreciate everybody being here for game 1 of the ALCS. Mariners have a 2-1 lead here over the Blue Jays. Polanco is 1 for 3, had that big RBI single. They gave the Blue Jays the lead here, or the Mariners the lead here. First pitch is a ball. Big swing and a miss, 1-1. Hopefully Seahawks or Eagles, Katie. That's who you want going to the Super Bowl. Beagle says, have a great night. Have a great night, man. Thanks for coming in. So 1-1. Blocked by Kirk, 2-1. Polanco hits a grounder. Oh, and that goes into right field on a base hit. RBI single by Polanco. Rosareno scores. Polanco with another big hit. Now the Mariners have a 3-1 lead here in the top of the 8th. Runners on first and second, 1 out. So Mariners bats showing up at the right place, right time. And we're in a commercial break. Looks like we're going to have ourselves a commercial break. Yeah, Polanco's coming through. That was the second time he came through in the clutch, man. You know, it's funny. I actually wanted the Yankees to sign that guy in the offseason. I thought Polanco would be good. Are the Yankees playing defense? I don't know, Brad. I believe so, Therese. Yeah, I think he was the one that hit that walk off. But the game should be resuming here shortly. I'm just going to check something here. One moment. All right, let's get back to the game here. Here's Josh Naylor, who takes strike one. So Mason Fluharty now is on the mound for the Blue Jays. And Fluharty on a pickoff attempt to second. Rodriguez is safe. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now to Naylor. Naylor's 0 for 3 in tonight's game. The 0-2. Outside, 1-2. Got Brash warming up in the bullpen for the Mariners as Fluharty sets here on the 1-2. Looks back at second. The pitch. And Naylor strikes out. So that's the first strikeout for Fluharty. Second out of the inning. It would be something, Cecilia. It would definitely be something. You're absolutely right. That would be huge, actually. Here is Eugenio Suarez at the plate, who's 1 for 3. Strike one. There's a ball. 1-1. Yeah, it's not Naylor's night. Definitely not Naylor's night. Fluharty sets here on the 1-1. The pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike. Oh, pickoff attempt to second. Clement was like nowhere near second base as Rodriguez gets back to second. So 2-1 here to Suarez. It'd be something big if the Mariners get another run here. The 2-1. Foul ball, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Seattle leading 3-1 here in the top of the 8th. The 2-2. Another foul ball. Another 2-2 pitch coming up. Here it is. A swing and a miss, and Suarez strikes out for out number 3. But the Mariners score on another, get another run on another clutch hit by Jorge Polanco. They're leading 3-1 now, going into the bottom of the 8th. But we are in a commercial break. Bottom of the 8th will be coming up. Mariners have a 3-1 lead. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you all for hanging out with me on this Sunday night. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Matt Brash is going to come in for the Mariners. And the 9-1-2 batters will be coming up. It'll be Jimenez, Springer, and Lucas. So let's see if the Mariners can hold on and win game one. Winning game one on an away game, or anytime you win on an away game, if you go back, if it ends up being a 1-1 split and it goes back to Seattle, that's big for Seattle at least. But I would be shocked if Seattle went up 2-0 in this series. You know, I really would be. But tonight's game, I wouldn't be shocked if the Blue Jays made a comeback too. So postseason baseball, never know what's going to happen. All right, so Brash is in the game now for the Mariners. There's a look at Polanco, who has come in clutch twice tonight. And first pitch to Jimenez is a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 is a grounder, hit to Naylor. Steps on the bag for out number one. And we're going back to the top of the lineup with George Springer. There's strike one to Springer. Springer with the solo home run back in the bottom of the first. And that's the only run scored by the Blue Jays all night. As he fouls that pitch off, it's 0-2 now. Swing and a miss, and Springer strikes out on 3 pitches. First strikeout by Brash, 2 outs now. Here is Davis Schneider. Actually, he's pinch hitting. So 1-0 to Schneider. There's a strike, 1-1. The 1-1. Schneider hits that ball to right field. Robles underneath it, makes the catch. So Brash gets the job done. 1-2-3 inning. The top of the ninth is coming up now. And Mariners, let's see if they add some more runs. Canzone, Robles, and Crawford will be due up. All 3 batters are hitless in tonight's game. We are in a commercial break. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Let's see what the Mariners do. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit that subscribe. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. We need 2 seconds here. I had to listen to a voicemail, so we're good. Well, the bottom of the 8th here will be coming up. Be crazy if the Mariners take game 1. So saying this should be a good series. So it looks like Jeff Hoffman is going to replace Mason Fluharty. All right, we're back to the game here. There's an outside view of Rogers Center in the city of Toronto. And here is Canzone leading things off. And he takes ball 1. It's 1-0 to Canzone. The 1-0. It's a foul ball. 1-1. The 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Canzone. Canzone is 0 for 3. He's looking for his first hit of the night. As Hoffman sets here on the 2-1. The pitch to Canzone is in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Canzone hits a grounder. Vlad Guerrero fields it, steps on the bag for out number 1. Canzone now 0 for 4. So tomorrow, game 2, Mariners Blue Jays, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then game 1 tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Dodgers Brewers. Both are going to be great series, I have no doubt. And you got Munoz warming up in the bullpen, Mariners closer. And here is Victor Robles. Takes strike 1. One and 1 now to Robles. The 1-1. Robles hits a little blooper. Clement fields it, throws to first, and Robles will be safe. So that should be an infield. That should be a single there for Robles. Pickoff attempt at first as Robles safely gets back. Crawford is at the plate, the number 9 batter. He's 0 for 3. There's ball one to Crawford. As Hoffman sets on the 1-0, the pitch is upstairs 2-0 now. The 2-0. Crawford fouls that pitch. 2-1 now. There goes Robles, and Robles will go to second. Crawford grounds out. 2 outs now here in the top of the ninth with a Rosarena now coming to the plate. Here's a Rosarena who's 0 for 3. A big swing and a miss. 0-1. As Hoffman sets here on the 0-1, the pitch. A big swing and a miss. 0-2 now to a Rosarena. No balls, 2 strikes to a Rosarena. Runner on second here in the top of the ninth. The Mariners are leading 3-1 here against the Blue Jays. Game 1 of the ALCS. And a Rosarena strikes out looking. He's 0 for 4. Yeah, Rosarena just doesn't got it, man. But the bottom of the ninth is coming up. Munoz should be coming into the game to close it, try to close this whole thing out. Close out game 1. So Guerrero, Barger, and Kirk are coming up. Can they tie this game up? Do they have a comeback left? We'll see. And we are in a commercial break. Once again, appreciate you all being here on this Sunday night. Mariners trying to take game 1. Let me take another break here real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So the game should resume here momentarily. Is anybody surprised about game 1? I mean, honestly, I'm a little surprised. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not saying this is gonna be an easy game or anything like that. I'm not saying this is gonna be an easy series, but I really thought the Blue Jays were gonna take game 1. I really did. I'm not just saying it just to say it. I mean, I'm not taking anything. Obviously, the Mariners are here for a reason. Again, it's going to be a tough series, but I thought the Blue Jays would have taken game one personally. I don't know if anybody else has those same sentiments. But here's Andres Munoz in the game. He's going to try and close things out here for the Mariners, and let's see if he's able to close it out. Let's see if the Blue Jays have a rally in them. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is going to lead things off here in the bottom of the ninth. So Blue Jays, no runs, one hit since George Springer leadoff home run on first pitch. So the Blue Jays bats just went really quiet tonight after that home run from Springer. They had a couple of hits here and there, but just they couldn't execute. So Guerrero Jr. does not have a good career against Munoz. 0 for 7 in his career. Jockey Boy says, I wasn't feeling good about game one, but was hoping we would come out swinging and kick. Yeah, I heard that, man. Yeah, the Springer home run definitely was a teaser, dude. I would agree. It's 1-2 here to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Here's the 1-2. It's a grounder, fielded by Crawford, fires to first and gets Guerrero Jr. out for the first out here of the bottom of the ninth. And Addison Barger now will be coming to the plate. Barger 0 for 1 with a couple of walks. So let's see what Barger does here with one out. First pitch is hit into center field. Rodriguez tracks it, makes the catch for the second out. So the Mariners are 1 out away from taking game one. Yeah, anytime, Jockey Boy. First pitch to Kirk is a strike. I'm thinking about streaming some postseason games if I'm able, and then during the 2026 regular season, I'm thinking about just streaming other games from other teams. So I think it'll be a good time. So Kirk goes around at strike 2. Yeah, I think it'll be cool to stream other games besides the Yankees. Obviously, I'm still going to do the Yankees, right? The Yankees are my team, 100%. But I like play-by-plays. And Kirk pops it up, shallow left. Who's going to make the final play of the game? It is Arozarena who makes the catch, and the game is over. So Seattle wins 3-1. They take game one of this ALCS. They take game one against the Blue Jays. So first ALCS win since 2001, game 3 versus New York Yankees, that is. So it's a big win. That's actually a big win for the Mariners. So, but I expect the Blue Jays to come back out and to come back tomorrow with a vengeance for sure. So, we'll see what happens. Probably not going to be able to call tomorrow's game. I got some stuff that I got to take care of. Unless if things change, then I'll definitely go live and call this game. But I am going to shut the stream down. But I do appreciate you all popping in. I decided, I wanted to, call a few playoff games, even though the Yankees are out. And I had a few folks ask me if I was going to call a game, another one that was like, hey, you should call other games even though the Yankees are out. But and I was like, okay, you know what? I'll see what games I could call. But anyway, folks, I'm going to get going though. All right, I know it's late. All right, for a lot of you, I know a lot of you are on the East Coast, so we'll see what happens tomorrow in Game 2. Let's see what happens with the rest of the series. But anyway, I'm going to let you all go. Once again, folks, thank you all for hanging out on this Sunday night while I call this game. You guys and gals are the best. Thank you all very much. And I will see you all next time. I don't know when I'll go live again, but please look out, hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. All right, make sure you guys don't miss it. All right, but I'll see you all later. All right, have a great night, everyone. Mariners take Game 1. I feel like it was just the pitching, and pitching is going to matters big time. Just remember that. And the Mariners pitching came through. It's as simple as that. But yeah, have a great night, everybody. Thank you all very much for hanging out on this Sunday night. You guys and gals are the best. Make sure you all hit the like button on the way out. If you're watching this on a rerun, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. And have a great night. I'll see you all next time.